for Texas. Let me just say that I was so thrilled to hear that JM was going to join with us in name. He's always been there in spirit, and I have worked with him in his district, in Kingsville, etc. And I'm also thrilled that he decided just to do this to have a third kid for us. And I want to say thank you for bringing and for expanding the Republican Party. I want to echo a lot of what Greg has said. Opportunity comes because you understand that the private sector is the engine of growth. It is not the government sector. And when you sort of unleash the opportunities for men and women, they will expand their horizons, they will hire more people, they will educate more people, and that's why Texas is such a leader. We have regained over 100% of the jobs that we lost. The U.S. is now at about 36, 38%. We are doing better, but it's because we have been fiscally prudent. We have had a good environment for business to grow and thrive, and JM is going to be such a powerful leader in the Texas House. I was certainly happy to be, let's say, house trained, not house broken, but house trained, and he's going to have a wonderful time there. And I'm just thrilled to call JM my friend. He's a staunch conservative. He's a man who loves his family. He loves his district. He's going to be an extraordinary Republican representative. And I know that the man who's so happy about this is Speaker Joe Strauss, who is such a wonderful leader and somebody that I look forward to working with the Speaker and JM and everybody else in the coming session to watch the money. Thank you.
Susan, very much. And Aaron, this is starting to feel like an old habit. It was in a room not very far from this one not too long ago that we welcomed you into the Republican Party, and also Chairman Ritter. And today we are very delighted and thrilled to have two new Republicans and a player to be named later. I was thinking this morning about, you know, this is still relatively early March, a time when a lot of Texans are thinking about our history. And I started the day in San Antonio in my House district thinking about District 121 and how it became a Republican district. It was in I think it was in 1971. There was a conservative Democrat who was representing the part of Bexar County I represent. And his name is Jim Nowlin. A lot of you in Austin know him, longtime federal judge. But I believe it was in 1971, my mother, who was serving on the SREC back then, and the National Party chairman, who was a fellow from Houston named Bush, talked Representative Nowlin into becoming a Republican. And that trend, as the governor mentioned, continued throughout the decades since then into what is now a majority, and a ruling majority, a governing majority for the state of Texas that we're all enormously proud of. And we are thrilled to welcome you, JM, and Abby into our Republican family today. It is a momentous time in the Texas House and in Texas to welcome you. It expands your joining us, expands our reach into South Texas, triples the number of Republican seats that we hold south of San Antonio in less than 2 years. And that is a tremendous, tremendous accomplishment. We all believe, as other leaders have said, we believe in the message of free enterprise. And JM, being a businessman, has conducted himself on the floor of the House in a way that we all know he believes the way we do. And so we welcome him enthusiastically and help him continue to grow the Republican Party in parts of the state where we are very focused and very serious about making further progress. And so we welcome you to help us build our state in ways that Republican leaders have accomplished in the past years, and we look forward to many years working with you in the future. Now, JM told me earlier that on his way here to Austin, he was writing his remarks, and he said the words just kept flowing. And so I'm going to get out of the way and let this continue to flow. But welcome to the party.
thank you so much to everyone who's here today. Governor Perry, Attorney General Abbott, Comptroller Combs, Speaker Strauss, Chairman Ministeri, and distinguished members of the Texas House of Representatives, and everyone joining us on TV right now. I'm proud to be here today. I'm proud for a variety of reasons. I want to thank you all for joining me and my beautiful wife Abby on this very special day in our lives, and joining our new upcoming son, Carlos, who is campaigning as we speak. My mother, Martha's here, my sister, Margie, my niece, Emily, the rest of my family, because of short notice, couldn't get off work, and my dad, as we speak, is seeing patients right now in this medical clinic. But I'm proud to say that the two most important women in my life, my wife and my mother, are here with me. They have served as a moral compass in my life. That compass, a compass of religious faith and strong family values, has guided me and my entire family over the past 60 years, from the poorest barrios in Jalisco, Mexico, to Texas, the greatest state in the country, in the greatest country in the world. My grandfather was a strong, robust man who proudly worked with his calloused hands to build highways in the southwestern United States. Highways his grandson now travels as a member of the Texas House of Representatives. My father was able to see the virtues of our great country, and as a boy he set his goal to one day practice medicine and raise his family in this country. And he set his goal to do that, and he never gave up. And under the policies of President Ronald Reagan, he did just that, and together with my mother, raised me, my 5 sisters, in a conservative household of strong family values and strong faith. All of us have postgraduate educations, 4 in the medical field and 2 in business. All of us were educated in the great state of Texas. We were all raised in Jim Wells County, a county developed and sustained by oil and gas production, agriculture, and livestock. A county whose residents are, by and large, pro-life, pro-business, pro-oil and gas exploration. A county where gun ownership and hunting are as common as a Starbucks coffee in our state capital. I am a product, and I am proud to say that I am a product of my environment. And I am proud to say that I reflect these conservative principles and values, but most importantly, it reflects my upbringing, my heart, and my soul. In the words of President Ronald Reagan, as Chairman Ministeri pointed, I didn't leave the Democratic Party left me. This last session was very difficult for me for the simple fact that I intended to always vote my district and to never be bullied into submission. And I would get, at times mistreated by members of the Democratic caucus because I was voting conservative with the Republican Party. And every step of the way I said that I was voting my district and my conscience, and I always stood fast to that. And I tried on several occasions to make the Democrats aware that we needed to be the party of small business at the time, or based on the last election in November, the people of Texas spoke loud and clear, the future was grim. They didn't listen. And so I saw the words of Ronald Reagan come to realization. I didn't leave the Democratic Party, the party left me. It is a new day in Texas, and for my wife Abby, our child she has been carrying for 8 months now, our daughter Penny, and our little boy Pepito, we begin the greatest chapter in our lives. We thank you all, and we look forward to fighting for our conservative principles and values in the state, the great state of Texas. Thank you all, and God bless Texas.